What is up, dweebs? Reverend Dogma here with a quick and dirty, and I mean dirty video, going over Sairento VR. Sick game. It is so good. I am obsessed with it. If you asked me if I like this or Robo Recall, which is finished, and this is not, I would say this is better than Robo Recall in my personal opinion. It's also cheaper too. If you're on the fence about picking this up, or you've seen it, or maybe you haven't seen it, check it out. It is worth it. If you're on the fence, grab it, because the price is probably only going to go up if it does. And yeah, once it releases, I think it's going to be way more feature-rich than it is now. And there's already so many features in it that I'm not going to say it's underpriced, but if something happened to the development team tomorrow and they quit working on it, I would not be too upset about it. There's tons of content in this. You've got skill trees, you've got skill trees for every type of weapon, and like every type of thing you can imagine. It's ridiculous. The locomotion in this is just the tits au gratin, as I like to say. It's a dash type method. You got jumping, and then you've got like little parkour things, like you go straight on, you jump straight forward towards a wall, and you'll do like a reverse wall jump. You hit the wall at an angle, and you'll do a wall run. If you duck while you're either dashing or jumping, you will do a ground slide, which is absurd. You can initiate bullet time or slow motion in between all these moves and everything. You can see that like my plasma sword there just fired off some kind of projectile. That's actually a skill in the sword tree. So that's the kind of crap you can find in there. Relics, and more relics. Every piece of armor, every weapon, a type, and yeah. That's it. But every one of those has its own type of relics, and they get absurd too. There's some that start giving you special abilities. Like this plasma sword I'm using right now, obviously the plasma sword starts white, so you can get colorations for everything. But it has a blade coming out the top and the bottom. That's from a relic. It has really cool stuff. Yeah, this game, I don't know. I'm obsessed with it. If you're on the fence about it, you really just need to grab it. I could go on and on about some of the content. There are a few things that are a little underwhelming, like the amount of levels they have and the type of missions they have, but I'm pretty sure this is all stuff that's going to be bolstered here as they add more content as they get further along the development. The dev team's pretty vocal. They're active enough that there's usually never any concern with this game about it being alive and well. It is Unity based. For some reason Unity has a stigma against it, but man, this game runs solid. I'm running at a RX 480. I'm recording this at 50 megabits a second, 60 frames, full resolution. And I'm not having any I'm not getting any frame drops. I don't know how the quality of the video will come out by the time it gets up on YouTube after all the compression it goes through, but yeah, it's like I said, it's not gonna look as good as Robo Recall, but it looks good enough on its own, and the stylization's perfect, and for the ridiculousness of the action that's going on. I don't know. You lose so much time to this game. I thought I played for like an hour and a half. I pulled my headset off, my HMD off, and looked at the clock. I lost 4 hours to this game today, and I told myself I was only going to play it for a few minutes. Yeah, as far as like being a badass goes, the only thing limiting you is your own hand-eye coordination. I like to think I'm fairly graceful, but I've seen some other players who just make it look ridiculous. So if you're on the fence, you haven't seen it, and you got, I think it's under 20 USD, just fucking grab it. Don't question it, just grab it. Because you can refund it anyway, and this is probably, in my opinion, this is one of my all-time favorite games in VR right now. That's a VR exclusive, if you will. So yeah, I think it's Sairento, so it's Sairento is how I like to pronounce it. I'll put a link, the Steam link, in the bottom and stuff. So yeah, you're about to watch me after I cleaned out the level go pick up all the items and stuff. I think there's 4 rarity levels for the relics that you can grab. Good stuff. Check it out, guys.